seems that the former royal known as Meghan Markle has now decided to banish this royal tradition over in Montecito. Get my teeth in for that one, eh? Tradition. And the reason why will now be explained as ever. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to have your company today. And as ever, look after yourselves, whatever you're doing. And thank you for your lovely comments about some of the shorts. A lot of people were kind of shocked about Queen Victoria having the idea to open Buckingham Palace. But as I often say here on the show, nothing is new, is it? And even in those times, you know, back in the reign of Queen Victoria, the British government were looking at ways of cost effectively making the sort of monarchy, shall we say, more streamlined money wise. Can you imagine having that conversation though? Ooh, bit frightening, don't you think? I know. Anyway, back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. Now, it's interesting, as we all know, because Meghan Markle infuriated the world with this particular imagery when she, alongside her husband, the former royal known as the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, has, depending on which video you want to watch and what sort of moniker he decides to attach himself to, did this, mocked our late and wonderful monarch of 70 years, Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II. And, you know, when you think about it, once again, all of this particular story is really, you know, really sort of fickle, isn't it? Because when you look into it, it truly didn't happen like that, as we pointed out on a previous video. Why on earth he thought this was a good idea, I'll never know. This is going to be the biggest problem, I believe, for her brand new team, Harry Emmanuel. It's just so tricky because that image will always come back. It's just there, now also embedded in people's conscious. But apparently, according to a very good source, Meghan Markle has decided to banish this particular tradition with, of course, anyone that she comes into contact with. Let me explain. You see, over in Montecito, it would appear that people still revere Meghan Markle and indeed, at times when they meet her for the first time, offer a very delicate curtsy. I know, I was stunned to find this out too. But apparently Meghan just prefers something of a warm hug. After all, she reminded us that she was a huggable person, even though it wasn't necessarily translated when she first met William and Catherine. Remember that bombshell too. But seriously, back to the story. It's simply that Meghan has said that she doesn't require any sort of acknowledgement of her previous royal life. No need to curtsy, no need to be on ceremony, just to simply be your genuine self. You couldn't make this stuff up, could you? And the other side of it is really this, that the bottom line for Prince Harry is he prefers now to be referred to simply as Harry, making it a little bit more informal. He believes it's more connectable. And of course, along with Meghan, they feel they've removed certain barriers. Now, what I find strange, you know, in very sort of blatant terms is this. Obviously, it works over there in the United States, and not many people, while Meghan had a short tenure over here in the royal family, did many have to curtsy or indeed bow. You know, she didn't go to that many events where that was required. But once again, it's showing through her brand new team and her relatability factor, how she's moved on with her life. And more importantly, you know, she's really connecting back to the people that matter. Or some might just say, well, simply being very unkind about the family that she's continued to trash on a permanent basis. As ever, I'll leave that one for you to decide. Let me know in the comments. And please do like and share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.